They'll run on first down. It's James. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Hayward Bay. Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Second and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, Rodgers. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
It's fourth down.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Patriots 7.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire. And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep for Hayward Bay. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
15 yards on the play, first down. Now a run with Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brings up second.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Quarterback is sacked.
Third down, Young from the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result. On
first down, it's James. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Darius Hayward-Bay. He's going to go. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Hayward-Bay. 73 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Makes this Washington 8. Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Walker coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now again, right side, James. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout.
That's good.
7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Final play of the half. Young going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 49 yards. And once once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Rodgers again now. Steps away to his left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on down. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Young takes it on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young to throw it this time. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Young. That's complete, right around the 8. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 23.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Take that!
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right, where you are.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Patriots add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Rolling to his right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the
the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what is up. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brent Grimes.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
She-Bag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, put the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it. Say, so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it. Exactly. Cause you was built like that.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of ice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's James. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, it's James. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by DeMonte Casey.
They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. That's into the hands of Edwards. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Graham, 48 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Washington 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, James. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's James. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, it's James. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on fourth down with Griffin. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ricky Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the interception, here's Griffin. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Griffin's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and
On 3rd down, James. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then with a one-play drive, the offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 20-yard line.
They go play action with Griffin. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Washington on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, Griffin. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
On the deep ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Down. Third and long.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, good move. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it.
They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Griffin buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Throwing again. Griffin. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Griffin. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And that is incomplete. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. To throw again. Griffin. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Once again, Griffin, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Throwing again, Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Washington, first down.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
The score, Niners 20, Washington 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Griffin. One thing I think that's safe. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Christian Wilkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and he will bring the... It's all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Griffin's pass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Clock management 101.